everybody, so welcome back to my channel. It's me, Leila Mekhdiyeva, and first things first, I just want to share with you guys this news. If you are not following me on my Instagram, you don't know it, but if you do follow me there, you already know it. But I finally am done with the university. I wanted to say I graduated from the university, but no, I still have my graduation ceremony in 3 weeks. So yeah, I'm not like completely done. I still have those official closure ahead, but still, I did pass my state exams. I defended my thesis. I'm so happy about it. I'm so grateful that I went through it, that I survived that period in my life, and I'm so happy that I did share this period with you guys, and that one day I'll be able to look back and see, you know, all this mess that my life was. And you know, because I was sharing with you guys my life throughout these like 2 years, but I studied for 3 years, 3.5, but I started my YouTube channel when I was a second-year student. So yeah, I mean, like, I did share quite a lot with you guys, especially last 5 months. I was sharing basically almost everything related to writing my thesis and, you know, finishing university. So that was really interesting. I really am happy that I did share it with you guys, and I hope it will be helpful for other journalism students or just some other students who are watching my channel. Well, with that being said, as you can tell by the title of this video, I decided to film a video of 10 things that I wish I knew before I started university or college, more American way. Because I went through it, you know, and I'm done with it now. I felt the need to actually share with you guys my experience and those things that I wish somebody told me before I started studying at the university. So let's begin. So first thing, you will make a lot of friends, but not all those friends will stay your friends till the end, at least of your bachelor's program. Take it or leave it. This is what I learned, and obviously all these things that I'm going to share are just my personal opinion and experience and advice, and you know, so if it's not the same for you, it's okay, but that's my experience. So yes, I did make a lot of friends and it was so much fun, but I also learned that not everyone who I thought was my friend was actually my friend, and some people were just cool to hang out with, but it's not what I think about friendship. Like, for me, friendship is so much more than just hanging out and, you know, getting wasted. So yeah, you meet people, you make friends, but just know that you need to be very selective with people that you let into your life. Number 2, you will spend a lot of time by yourself, all alone. You will feel alienated, you will feel isolated, you will spend a lot of your time alone. And I mean, it's good if you will have friends who can be your study buddies and you can have your study sessions together. But I mean, if you actually will study at the university, you will actually experience this loneliness, because this is what you do when you study. You just sit with your laptop and you learn, or sit with your you know, book or your notes, whatever. You just read something, you write something, and you just spend so much time alone. And yes, I would much rather go hang out with someone, talk about like movies and, you know, TV shows, but I have this thing to do because it's due next Monday and I know I need to do it. So you definitely do spend a lot of time by yourself, and it can be hard. It's really hard, but you know, this is something that I wish I knew before I started, because then I would be more prepared for this, and maybe I would read more advice based on how to survive university when you are all alone. So just keep that in mind. Number 3, there will be days when you will feel like you're not good enough and that everything you do is just bullshit, and you will get so much criticism from your professors, and maybe even your fellow students. But I just want you to know that those are the days when you actually are growing. It's impossible to always be number one. At least, I don't know, maybe there are people like that, like who are perfect in everything they do, but honestly, I don't think so. You can always find something that you're good at, but then there'll be things that you're not good at. But then if you find your field, your thing, and you want to grow in that field, you will face so many challenges, and while facing those challenges, you'll feel that you don't know how to handle it. And that's okay, because you are becoming a professional in this thing, because you are not just now an amateur, you are actually becoming a pro in this field. So for me, it was obviously writing, and I felt so bad from time to time, and I would get some remarks from some professors and I would feel so worthless. But then I had to remind myself that I am good enough, and at the end of the day, it's just, you know, what I think about myself that matters, and what I feel inside about myself, about the work that I do, about everything basically. So don't get triggered by other people's words and criticism. It's fine, it's okay. You're growing and you're learning. Be proud of yourself. Number 4, you will face self-responsibility. You will have to do your grocery shopping. You will have to clean your room and your house, your apartment, whatever it is. You will have to organize your life and understand that there is nobody else for you there. I mean, it depends if you still live with your parents. Maybe some people live with their parents, but I know that most of other students, just like me, have to move either to another city or to another, if you're in the US, maybe state, or to another country. So obviously you won't have anyone around you to help you with like doing your laundry and cooking for you. Because when I lived with my parents, it was so good because I always had food, and you know, just call my dad, say I want cookies. But then now when I want cookies, I need to go and buy cookies, and I need to get dressed, you know, like face the reality, see people, and I'm antisocial. It's really hard for me to be out there just to get fucking cookies. It's like, you don't even understand how hard it was for me to study at the university just because I wanted fucking cookies, and then I had to see people. That was the hardest part, okay? That was definitely the hardest part. But all jokes aside, honestly though, this is really hard, and this is really important to just be responsible and understand that this is your life and no one can help you with anything basically in any situation. It's good if you have friends who will help you, but honestly, you only have yourself, and you need to accept this, and you need to remember that no one is going to root for you, okay? You gotta root for yourself, so protect yourself and take care of yourself, of your health, and be responsible. Number 5, parties are actually a good way to socialize. When I started studying, I was like, no, parties, no from me. Because I was like, you know, only people who are not into studying go to parties, and I'm into studying and I can't let my parents down, so I'm not going to party. But then, like at the end of my 2nd year, I started partying and I loved it. It was so much fun, and I actually made so many friends. As I said in my first point, not every single friend that you make is actually your friend, but you know what I mean. Like, some people are actually good to be your friends just to hang out with, and that's cool. Like, some people are really made to be your friends to hang out with, you know, but it doesn't mean like they're your friends who will be there for you no matter what. They're just cool people to hang out with. So yes, parties are actually good to find those people and, you know, just to have fun, because university is so hard, and if you want to socialize, if you want to have fun every now and then, you will actually go crazy, okay? So please do that. Point number 6, globalization. So why am I bringing this term here? Because I wish I knew before I started university that I would meet so many international students and I'll be in this international community, and this definitely feels like global village, you know, this term by what's his name, McLaughlin. Yes, I did prepare for my state exams. Good girl, good job. Yes, yes, yes. So yeah, basically I was so happy about this. Actually, this is definitely the highlight of my 3 years at university, because I'm a biracial. I always feel myself so much better when I'm surrounded by people of different ethnicities, origins, you know, nationalities, religions. I'm not really religious, so I don't really like this whole religion-related topic of discussion. I don't like talking about religions, but yeah, it's still like, it's nice to have different people around you, you know, like I love it. Point number 7, struggles with anxiety, panic attacks, and depression. Unfortunately, this is something that I still am dealing with, and that's my mental health, and I was honest about it. I think at the beginning of this year, I actually shared in one of my videos that I was struggling with that, and that now I'm okay. But you know, like if you are dealing with mental health issues, you know that it never really goes away. Like one day is better, another day is worse. It's just, it's there. And I want to get some help, because sometimes it gets really hard to handle everything by myself. But right now it's just like, you know, I had to deal with university, and now I need to, you know, deal with other things. So I mean, I'm trying to be there for myself. But yeah, I mean, that's not even about this, okay? I just wanted to say that it all started when I went to university, and I think the reason why is because obviously homesickness. I'm all by myself, as I said. I don't really have a lot of friends, and I just have this tendency to push people away from me. I don't know why. I don't like having people around me, so I do push people away from me. So maybe that's why I had this whole mental health issue, and I still am dealing with it, but it's okay. But anxiety and panic attacks, maybe I'll even make a video about this whole topic, because it was something that made my experience at the university so weird and different and hard for me. So university wasn't really that good for me because of anxiety and panic attacks. And I never had to deal with panic attacks before I started university. So yeah, I probably will make just another video about that. But yeah, I thought, you know, I need to talk about this in this video, because if you are also sensitive, because I'm a highly sensitive person, and I like being alone, but then I kind of can be alone. I mean, I can, but there's something inside of me, like I need to be loved. And whenever I felt this lack of love, and obviously I felt it so many times because I'm living alone, you know, my family is living in another country, so it was really hard. And I think that's the reason why I just started having problems with mental health. Yeah, so just keep that in mind. Point number 8, I found my voice. I found the strengths inside of me, and I also realized that I'm not afraid to share my opinion and express myself and my thoughts. And I just accepted the fact that I'm a strong woman. And you know, honestly, it sounds like, you know, I'm a strong woman, but honestly, when I was a teenager, I was always so ashamed of this fact, because I was like, I need to be more feminine, because you know, I'm just so strong and everything. And I would always like try to make myself smaller for the guys that I was dating. And only when I went to university, I don't know like why and how, I can't explain. There were so many different things, but all of them related just to the fact that I was studying a lot, and you know, I was educating myself, and I was like, oh my god, like I'm actually blessed to be strong, you know, and I'm proud to be a strong woman. And that's when I realized that yes, I'm a feminist, and yes, I do want to represent women's rights, and that's something that I am passionate about 100%. So that's definitely what I learned at the university. And before university, I didn't care about it. Like, I mean, maybe I definitely did. I'm lying. I did care about it, but I just found it like, you know, no one cared about it around me in my country. And I always felt myself weird for even thinking about it. So I would just always hide this part of me, but university just gave me power, it gave me my voice, and made me realize how cool I am, you know, because I am me, because I'm a strong woman, and because I know what I believe in and I want to represent what I believe in. So that's definitely what university gave me as well. Thing number 9 that I wish I knew before I started university. So first year was obviously really hard for me. I think as well because I took gap year. So if you guys don't know, before coming to study in Prague, I went to Malaysia and I didn't like it there. So I dropped out of my college in Malaysia and I took gap year just to realize and, you know, rethink and reevaluate everything and just understand who I am, what I want, etc. And I think because I took this gap year, I forgot what it feels like to be a student. Like in high school, you know, you're a student and you kind of like have to, you know, be part of the social system. But then like gap year, I did so many different things. I traveled, I started working in the fashion magazine. So all these things happened and I really forgot what it's like to be a student. So I had to accept that, learn that, and it was so hard. So my point is, when you learn what you love, you find this inner strength that pushes you and helps you go through all these challenges and helps you to overcome whatever it is that you have to deal with. So, you know, when I started university, I remember, especially now I remember it because when I was studying for my state exams just a week ago, I just remembered how I called my mom when I had to write my first essay for my political philosophy class during my first semester, and I was so confused. Like, political philosophy is something, oh my god, like it was one of the hardest classes, and that was my first fucking essay that I had to write. And I just called my mom and I was like, I'm not sure I can do it, I'm so scared, I don't think I'm good enough, I don't think I'm smart enough. Like, I had so many things on my mind that were actually blocking me and were like, yeah, you cannot do it, you can't. And you know, and now I look back, I survived all of that. I got A's and B's for all those classes that I thought I'll never pass. And this is something incredible, okay? This is something, whoa, mind-blowing, you guys. So I mean, you know, I wish I knew back then that you'll be okay, okay? Don't worry, you can do it. You are where you're supposed to be, you're doing what you love, and you're learning what you love as well. This is the reason why I found my voice. I found my voice because I was in the right place and I was surrounded by all these ideas that were actually inside of me. I just needed a little push to help me get it all out there, you know? So yeah, if you do what you love, if you learn what you love, everything will work out. If you don't love what you're learning, that's the problem. And I would really recommend to rethink and just not be afraid to let it go and start over and choose that subject or that major that you enjoy, or even that university, or even that country, because I did it. And I can tell you, I'm so happy that I was not afraid to let Malaysia go. Not because Malaysia was bad, because it wasn't for me. Just that university and my major wasn't for me. But now I'm graduating from Anglo-American University in Prague and I studied journalism, and I can tell you, it really matters if you love what you're doing or if you don't. Last point, this too shall pass. So I wish I knew this before. As I said in my previous point, it kind of is related to that, but this is more like in total. You know, you will survive. Life goes on, no matter what. I didn't fail any of my classes. I didn't have to retake any of my classes, so good girl, Leila, good girl. But yeah, I mean, I really paid a lot of attention to my classes and I really gave my all to this fucking journalism major program. So I mean, you know, and I survived it, and I can tell you now that you will survive it as well. And I wish someone told me that. And actually a lot of people told me that I will survive it, obviously, but yeah, you never believe that, do you? When you go through something, you're like, this probably will never pass. I'll always be in this hell. And like last week, or even a few days ago, I was like, oh my god, it's never going to end. I cannot do it anymore. I felt so depressed. I had so many problems with my health just because of the fucking anxiety and related to the state exam and to thesis defense. And I was in hell, so I know it. And now I'm here, I'm just smiling and everything, and I'm like, you'll survive it, but you will survive it. And no matter how hard it is right now for you, you will survive it. You will definitely have to go through it all, and it will be hard. It's definitely one of the hardest periods in my life. Now looking back at it, maybe even the hardest up to this moment. But it was really hard, and I had to deal with it all by myself. But now when I look back, I'm like, I survived it. It's gone now, it's over. Now all that is just a memory, and that's it. I have my notes and all these papers that I now need to let go, you know? It all just like never happened. But it did happen, you know? I lived this life, I had this life for 3.5 years, and it's crazy now that it's over, but yeah, it will be over and you'll survive it. So that's it, you guys. Once again, I'm so happy that I'm done with the university and I'm not a student anymore. And I probably should make a life update, because I have a lot of things to tell you guys, but right now, honestly, I'm dealing with a lot of things still. So, you know, give me some time and I'll share with you guys what's going on in my life, because even right now, I don't know what's going on in my life. I'm just enjoying my life. You know what? I'm just like, fuck it. Like, I'm not going to plan anything. I'm just going to do my best. And whatever happens, happens. I'm just happy I'm done with the university, and I don't know, I'm just really happy about it, you guys, and I hope you're happy as well, because it's June, it's summertime. I know what you're going through, but if you're going through hard times, you can do it, because I did it, so can you. And if you're just enjoying your life, keep enjoying your life. And if you're just watching this video because you wanted to know more things about college experience or university experience, here you go. Here are my 10 whatever, what was it? Here are my 10 things that I wish I knew before I started college/university. But now that I'm done with it, I can actually share this experience, and I'm happy that I did. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Bye!